what's going on, you guys? What you guys to the channel? It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. There we got one for Uncut Gems starring Adam Sandler. Listen, I suffer from my anxiety is terrible. Okay, that's exactly what this movie is full of. Anxiety. Like there's constant people talking over each other. There's constant situations where this guy is just like it's like Adam Sandler's character does every single thing the wrong way. It's like, hey, what can I do today to get punched in the face? Okay, all right, cool. That I bet. And then the next day, like, gotta up it a little bit. What can I do to possibly get killed or robbed or kidnapped? It's like every time, it's like, he plays that guy who is basically living on the edge. He's the guy who robs Peter to pay Paul. It's just the only thing about it, Paul knows. Okay, Paul knows he robs him, and Peter knows. It's just a weird situation, but it's a very very enjoyable film. I really dig it because he's juggling so many different things. Okay, he's dealing with Kevin Garnett and this GM who he has to sell, and he dealing with so many people who he owes money. I can't keep up with all the people he owes money. Matter of fact, he can't keep up with all the people he owes money. Okay, that's what the film's about. It's like you have people, it's kind of those situations where you have somebody you owe some money to, and if you don't pay them, well, that's when you go hire some people who take care of that. From beginning to end, it's a never-ending, non-stop, like, I ain't gonna say thrill ride, but just, like, suspenseful type thing, because you don't know, like, is this guy gonna get out of this situation? And then he has, like, personal issues going on that are completely outside of, like, all of this other stuff going on with all these diamonds and money transferring and him taking people's stuff and pawning and all of that. And then, like I said, you have the whole family aspect, the girlfriend aspect. All of those different things are just constantly happening throughout the film. And then there's times where you really want this guy to win. It seems like he's gonna win, and then like he does something else. It's like there's times where it's just like, hey, you have this win. Take it and leave it. Take it and run. You got it. You straight. And he just like, nah. Just go again. It's like, oh, you know what? And that's I think that's one thing I enjoyed about the film the most. I think the fact that you have everybody constantly talking over each other, him constantly trying to talk himself out of situation, him getting punched in the face. I think Adam Sandler carries this movie and he does it in a really good way. Of course, I think everybody's praising like this is probably his best performance. I think it is his best performance. It's not the best thing I've seen in the world, but like from him, I definitely do think like he killed it and just showed like it's just like I ain't even say like he's a likable guy, but like he just does things to where he's a slick talker. He knows how to talk himself out of situations. He talks himself into some situations. I think it was well done. I really think this film is a very well done film. He definitely should get a nod for this. If I'm just keeping it a buck, because he carried this whole thing and like you're constantly on the edge of your seat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those like, oh man, you really don't know what's gonna happen. Something you go either way when you're watching the basketball games with him or like whatever he's betting on at the time. Like you kind of like nervous, and when you see even when he places a bet, you kind of like don't take it, don't take it, and just like well this is finna happen now. It's just so many different situations, and I think somebody who suffers from like bad anxiety. I think it's the film does a good job at bringing you in it because it's like if it makes you feel something, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the parts I think I like about the film the most. And like you definitely feel something. You're definitely not bored. You are, and it also has some really funny moments. You would expect Adam Sandler, so you probably expect more, but like it has just the right amount of comedy. I don't even want to say comedy. I'll just say funny moments. You know what I'm saying? Great, good film. Good film. Definitely recommend Uncut Gems. Scoring it, grading it. Grading it. I'll probably have to give Uncut Gems a B plus. Definitely check it out. Great performances from multiple people. Not just Adam Sandler. I think a lot of other people do like some good stuff. Lakeith Stanfield, Julia Fox. There's some good stuff being done in this film, and like I think there's a lot of things, a lot more things I didn't explore in this review that I think I'm just holding out on for people who see the film. So yeah, go check out Uncut Gems in theaters now. Hit that like button, subscribe on the channel, and let me know what you thought about the film if you've seen it already. Down in the comments. Hit the. How about to say the exact same thing over again? I'm tripping. I'll catch you guys later.